We are live with the Group C class. We're here today at Track Loans. This is Supercar Sunday, the opening feature of the Sunday event. As we got 5 cars here today. Not a big field, but of course it is a showcase. We get a lot of time to focus on each individual car because of this. There might be more showing up. You never know. So yeah. As soon as everyone is in their cars, we'll be ready to start qualifying. We will have 5 laps, or 5 minutes to get a lap in, and then we'll do a 20-lap race. So of course we're here waiting on Tenafis and Arisneta, as we have a couple interesting cars. There is a Gephardt in first place, Peugeot in second. That's driven by Tenafis. Jack Bro, of course, in first, and the Gephardt. A Nissan in third, driven by Twin Turbo V6. Arisneta in fourth. I'm sorry. Mazda 787B, driven by a Losk in fourth. Fifth place is Arisneta in the Fortune Machine. We actually have 6 cars. Yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. So that in mind, everyone is in their cars. Watch the lights. We are yellow on the track. You're gonna want to go as fast as you can up this hill, by the way. Because, yeah. And yes, we have quite a few interesting cars. There is... Oh. I'm just going to make my way around the track. I think when it comes to it, I'll probably I'll just be off once we're actually racing. Won't be doing pacing after this. Just send you guys up. As Arisneta is going wide through the hairpin, I'm just going to coast down this hill. And once we reach the chicane, I'm going to increase speed. And green flag is out. As cars hit to the front stretch. We'll be quiet for a second here. I'll let you guys hear them. Or else we clear the board. So we've now completed our first lap. Nico is in the Allard. Tenafis currently holds the fastest time of the race in the Peugeot. So he makes his way around the hairpin currently with a time of 43.581. It is the fastest we've seen any car on Track Loans this weekend. We will see this get beaten in the next event, of course, Time Attack. But in the meanwhile, enjoy the fastest class of race cars. As it looks like Twin Turbo V6 actually overtaking Tenafis for the pack lead. Of course, once we finish qualifying, it's going to be based on the pack leader, which in this case is Twin. So even if you've got checkers on, you can continue to go in if the leader passed it before then. Count as my 5 lap for everyone. So all is determined by that. Just eyeing stuff real quickly. As the 2 remain side by side, but here's Twin, who leads off for the lead by the end of the straight. Tenafis is purple on the second sector, still holding off put time. is the tire line down turn 1. He's going up the crest much faster than Twin Turbo V6. Now we make our way into the club sector. He's got a 9.003 on his first sector, making his way around the carousel. The Brazilian man now making his way down the hill into the hairpin. And here's Tenafis. How's the second sector going to look? Is it faster? Yes, it is. It's purple on his second sector. Can he go even faster? This might have been about the fastest Group C lap we've seen. He's very close to the corner cut there. Will he be valid here? Makes his way to the start-finish line. And will not improve, but only a couple thousandths off of his own record. There's T7 Jake now making his way out onto the track. I don't know if he's racing or not, but he is driving. He's very sick currently, but despite it, he's toughing it out to set laps in his C11 or C9. It's Mercedes. Jack Pro PC potentially en route to get a second place at some point soon. He's been improving these last couple laps. As Eris Netta, a very hopeful driver, trying to get a valid lap in here. It's a good looking first sector as she makes her way through the club sector. Eris Netta now going through the carousel. Some good laps here for Jack Pro PC and Alosk. As Jack is on the limit. Is that too much? Yes, it is. He's made a cut. Would have improved, but not enough to change his spots. How about Alosk? Alosk has not improved himself. Eris Netta is making her way to the front stretch. Will they go any faster? Here's Eris Netta. Makes his way down the start-finish line. We're probably going to see another lap in. Eris Netta to third place now. As here's T7 Jake now making his first laps in. We'll probably be seeing Twin Turbo V6 or Tenafis, whoever is ahead. We are on the white flag here. Once you guys cross the line, and for Tenafis and Twin, you guys are on the white flag, and Tenafis is around. Currently the pole holder, and he is stuck on the sausage curb. Would have been a DNF during race time, but we're just going to be chill about this during qualifying. So definitely worrisome sight for him, potentially, for the race. That is what caused Legal Fancy Pants in the Peugeot to DNF last time in the 2022 Patriot Grand Prix. This is actually the fourth running of it. So we're going to be watching now from Twin Turbo V6. He makes his way over to the line. Once we do this, can we do a cool-down lap and line up on the grid? And unfortunately, it looks like for Twin, that's going to be his. That's going to be it for him. As Tenafis makes its way into the pit lane. Could we do a cooldown lap and line up in the grid spots, please? And there is Alosk hard into the barrier. They're going to keep on going, but they're going to start from 6th place. As here's T7 Jake just getting a lap in. It's a 53. I think he might be calling it. Alright, make a cooldown here. And line up on the front stretch. Oh, Blue Gen is here. Blue Gen does actually have a car, too. So, if we can line up on the front stretch, positions are Tenafis, Twin Turbo V6, Nico Alitz, Eris Netta in 4th place, Jack Pro in 5th place. 6th is going to be Alosk. If Jake starts, he'll be in 7th, but I believe that'll be going to Blue Sonic Gen. So again, your positions for this race are, we need Tenafis. We are lining up on the grid for a pace lap. We need you guys to complete a lap. This is why I said for you guys to do a cooldown, because of the timing system. So I need Tenafis and Twin to make their way around the track, please. Why'd you do that? Same for them. Yeah, I don't know what happened last night, but you could choose any car. Any car. Yeah. I'm gonna clear out the field now. Blue Jay makes his choice. He chooses a Porsche or chooses a Ford. And he'll stick with the Ford. Alright, you know what? I need everyone to cross the start-finish line since some people kind of ruined that. In particular, Nikolaj, Arisneta, Losk. So I need Arisneta and Losk to cross the start-finish line. Please, so we could get this running smoothly. Not have to fit laps. It's a 77B. It in fact is. It in fact is. I again need Eris. Identifies you've not heard the 787B in real life. I have. It is that loud. It is way louder than all the other cars. We'll talk about this one later. Eris, I need you to cross the start-finish line. So we could have the laps fixed. Alright. So we are going to do 2 pace laps. So just get into your positions. We are going to be... yes, but don't go too quickly. And once we get to here, once we start pacing, I want you guys to single file yourselves out. So once again, it's going to be Tenafis in the Peugeot, the Nissan being driven by a twin, Nico in the Allard, Eris in the Toyota Menard, Fortune car, and of course Jack Pro in the Gebhardt, 77B by Lusk, and Blue Gen in the Ford. You don't control the start, but so if you sandbag a start, you're gonna get penalized for it. If you do that, then you're just gonna be allowed to be overtaken. It's on my call, but they're technically not supposed to pass you until they cross the start-finish line. But you're also not supposed to be cheesy. If you delay a start, you will either people just be allowed to. You are setting the pace, but you are not determining the start. And you are also not going to pace too fast. If you're doing anything cheesy, I'm just going to move you to the rear without questions. So, yeah. That in mind, I think everyone is ready here. So, yellow flag on the track. Go in the car ahead of you goes. And try to go slow here, please. Because it's going to take a little bit for everyone to get going. Specifically, I think the 77B struggles. I like the pace speed once we're ready to go green to be 60 once we hit the bottom of the hill. When we're going down the hill, please coast it. So. So we need a Los to pick up the pace a little bit here. He's a little bit behind. Thank you. Oh. Jack Pro. Jack Pro, try to get back to your positions. Once you're at the bottom of this hill, try to go 60. And try not to do that, so we can get this race actually going legitimately. Yeah. So we are 1 to go till we go green. It looks like everything on track is good. Did I forget to clear out the rest of the cars? No, I did not. Good. I want to reduce lag as much as possible. Our cars now making their way around the carousel. 1 lap till green. Alright, once we hit here, 60 miles an hour, guys. Maintain 60. And try to not overtake. We need... Yeah. I don't know why you brake there, but whatever. Needing the cars to pick it up, Alosk. You're going to start from the back, Alosk. Green flag. And Alosk with a jump. We're going to let it slide. This race is a showcase after all, but still. Anyways, on to turn number 4. And it's going to be 10 to 5. Selena Stoff. Right behind him is twin triple V6. Eris Netta seemingly side by side with Nico Alex. My car's now making the way into the hairpin as Eris clips the wall. Nico Alex is going to find a little way through, but here's Eris Netta with the run down the hill. And she clears Nico Alex. Eris Netta now coming up to twin triple V6 out of the chicane exit. You can hear that 77B in the distance screaming. But meanwhile up front, it is Eris Netta on the tail chase to twin. 10 to 5 leads off with a dominant lead. I think he's got his car pretty well tuned out. As Eris Netta and Nico Alex still remain side by side. She's going to go wide. Nico Alex makes his way through. Eris Netta right on the tail. But here is the move for the lead between 10 to 5. Twin triple V6 side by side down the back straight. And then the Peugeot's got more power. It'll be ahead by the end of the straight. The two battling for third, continuing on. But meanwhile, up at the front, 1 car length separating the leaders. We now make our way past turn number 1, making the way up the hill now. As both of them get a little loose, it looks to be going worse for twin triple V6. He's gone way off. As now we might be seeing a 3-car battle. Nico Alex has found its way by Eris Netta. Eris Netta down on the sausage curbs. She's trying to run down the inside. Crosses over down the outside to Nico Alex and falls back, but still right on the bumper. She's going to hit the wall hard. That is painfully bad. That's a bad thing to do here. But there's not a lot of space to run off. As Eris Netta with the power of the Minolta will slide by the Allard. Nico Alex with the superior cornering will get by on the exit of the chicane. But here's Eris Netta now onto the straight. Nico Alex will lead by the end of the straightaway on Eris Netta. As they now make their way once again up the hill. Through Faux Rouge onto the club sector. As Eris Netta's going to run wide, Nico Alex finds a line down the inside. This part of the track, majorly to the benefit of Nico Alex and his Allard. Eris Netta more superior on the straights. And as we make our way down the hill, and that looks like that's a big hill to go through. And Nico Alex has gotten loose. I was going to say he was going to get ahead. He still stays ahead of Arisnetta. As next time by will mark the halfway point, we see side by side for third place down the front stretch. Now through turn number 1, the two of them struggling to get away from each other. Aris's car will push through onto the straight, but here we go into the club sector once again, only to the advantage of Nikolauds. Finds his way by, and Twin is around. Twin has spun out on the carousel. This allows Tenafis to extend his lead. Twin has fallen all the way back a good number of positions. You can also see Blue Sonic Gen starting all the way from the back, bounding out for 4th place with Jack Pro PC. Jack Pro's been having a bunch of issues with shifting lately and still struggling on track. As Twin has fallen way back there. Arisnetta will still hold off 2nd place. It's technically Fortune 1-2 here as Tenafis leads us off, but Nikolauds clearing off Arisnetta through the carousel. Again, another part of the track that just benefits the Allard over the Toyota. Now make our way once again through the hairpin. We're a quarter way through the sprint. There's a good chance there could be a pit stop. Not guaranteeing it, but it might have to be done at some point. I mean, there might be some people nutty enough to try the whole race without pitting. Arisnetta will get by Nikolauds just at the line. As the two of them still side by side, they make their way up the hill. As Aris again cleared off by Nico, we're going to see the two cars, the Ford and the Nissan, battling each other out. That is Twin and Blue Sonic Gen. Both. Oh, that's Nikolauds around. Nikolauds has spun out. Arisnetta with some breathing room. As the next closest battle up front is going to be between the Nissan and the Ford. As the Nissan pushing just a little bit ahead there. Twin's on the grass. That is a very sketchy situation, but he still sticks ahead of Blue Sonic Gen. Now into turn number 1, but Twin gets loose. Looks like tires are finally starting to really struggle on this track, as he's loose again. It's a lot of a game of who can keep their car clean. As there is Twin around once again. His tires, for certain, are certainly gone. His car is all over the place. He's making his way now down out of the hairpin onto the back straightaway of the track loans. So we see them coming into the chicane. And out of the chicane, is he going to consider a pit stop anytime soon? Remember, there's no pit limiter in the... There's no pit limiter. Just send it. As we see Twin hopping out, getting back into his car, and he's going to get back going. He's trying to shift it, and is struggling. Twin Triple V6 will fall back to last place. There's a Los making their way by in the 787. Alright, let me get out of the way. And there is Twin with restored tires, but he's all the way in the back of the field. Arisnetta has, in the meanwhile, picked up the pace here. They are closing in on Tenafis, as there's another car in the pit lane. That is Nikolauds. Or actually, that's Jack Pro. Jack Pro, having done a pit stop, making their way out of the pit lane now. As they're side by side with Blue Sonic Gen, but he's with fresh tires. As he'll make his way around through the club sector, Blue Gen trying to make their way over, climb by with hopes to get by. As Nikolauds' tires visibly struggling. As the 77B spins around on the front stretch, I heard that sound from across the track. How's it looking for Tenafis? Tenafis about to overlap a Lusk. As he visibly struggling with his car. Arisnetta closing in behind. Arisnetta better with the tires. Here's the battle for the lead stirring up. As Tenafis again, heavily struggling with his car. Eris bikes it, but she keeps on going. It's side by side for the lead here at Track Loans in your Group C showcase. And there's Tenafly's around. He'll recoup. And Eris Netta securing her lead. Second, the battle for third definitely stirring on here. Between, I think that is Nikolauts and Blue Sonic Gen. Actually, that's Jack Pro. I think Jack Pro's fallen a lap down, yeah. And so Jack Pro with being overlapped here. A bit of uncomfortable position. There is the 77B driven by a Lusk still struggling around the track. Lusk really struggling with these dead tires. We're over halfway done with the race. Eris Netta, though, securing a lead as of now. This is what she's always hoped for, to have a victory at Track Loans. Can she maintain that lead? Tenafly is cruising behind in second place in the Peugeot. Both of them have not pitted yet, as Tenafly is around, so that Peugeot's tires, with a certainty, are dead. There is Blue Sonic Gen. They've gotten by with for second place. They've cut down that gap to 8 seconds, but he's around. He's lost some time there on Tenafly. Tenafly is closing in hot on Blue Sonic Gen. Oh no, and Tenafly is around. He'll recoup, and he's still holding out the podium by a pretty significant gap. Well, only next closest driver, that's Twin Triple V6. He's got about a whole turn to clear there. As there's Jack Pro. Eris Netta, as of now, holding off the lead. Ooh, they go very wide. They're almost off the track. But their Toyota has been very consistent. As we might be seeing a Lusk fall 2 laps down sometime soon. Definitely wins the sound competition. As we see some people cheering for Eris Netta. A couple people in the chat cheering for Eris to win this race. Next time by will mark 5 laps to go. As Blue Sonic Gen. His lap didn't get counted. It did. It did. He's about 8 seconds back. He's losing a little bit of time on Eris. As Twin is spun out on the front stretch, but he'll get back going. Twin Turbo V6 being chased down by Tenafly for third place. As Twin gets loose, his tires are without certainty, or with most certainty, are dead. Tenafly's right behind. If he could keep himself together, will end up passing for third place. Eris Netta now with 5 laps to go, making her way up the hill. It seems like she coasts her way up the hill. And again, she has been staying that gap. There's a Lusk. They have fallen 2 laps down. Sarah gets a bit loose off the corner. Feel bad for the rally man. But he'll probably be seeing himself in a better car next time. Let's go back to the battle here for position. As Twin has fallen loose, Nikolauts will make their way by. Twin has loosened himself up and spun out, I believe, on the top of the crest, as Nico will make his way by. Eris Netta with 4 laps to go. So we're now going to see a battle stirring up here between Twin Triple V6 and Nikolauts. Nikolauts has gained up 4th place. Tenafly runs 3rd. Eris Netta now makes her way down the hill. As there is a Lusk right behind, I think actually that might be Jackro. I don't know if they're on the same lap or not. As Nico says, forgot about Phil GG, and he is spun before the hill. Oh no. Wait, can you put your car off the track so you don't cause a caution? Please. Yeah, just pull it off the track. Wait, Niklaus has run out of fuel. Oh no. We do have a yellow. We're gonna have a race back here. And if we don't get back by 20 laps, the race will be close. So here's Eris making her way over. She gets into the pit lane and she changes. It's probably going to be a lot of people that are going to get fit stop tires. Eris gets a pit stop in place. And Blue Gen will hold off the lead. So it's all going to depend if we get back going in time. Let's try to take this slowly. You guys want overtime? I think we're gonna do overtime. Pujan says no. We're going to do a one-lap shootout. It'll be extending to lap 21. You're waiting on a low skier to get back. Alright. Once we hit it, we will go green for one lap. We're going to try to get a green flag restart. I have a feeling Blue Gen is not going to be happy with me after this. We're out of the final corner. Green flag. And that's a good restart for Blue Sonic Gen. The Peugeot also with a great restart. Our car is now making the way through turn number 1. It's a whole bunch of chaos here. Up the hill. Arizona leads us off. But there's Tenafis right behind. There's Jack Pro. It is car to car to car. Twin Turbo V sits in the midst. As it looks like Arizona taps the wall just a slight bit. This is the final time around the track, and it looks like coming down the backstretch, it is going to be Tenafis. Making the way to the final couple turns. Eris is desperate. He gets loose. Here comes Twin Turbo V6. It's going to be a close finish here. And your winner is Tenafis. Second place, close one. But it is Twin Turbo V6. Then Eris Netta. Then Alusk. Blue John. You were 2 laps down. He was 2 and Losk was 1 down. Trying to get a green flag finish. For show. It's a race for fun. Give me a moment, I'll wait for my heart to go back to my chest. It's at 4 p.m. Let me teleport the podium. I think you also didn't change your tires. Yeah. And Darius is not here. I think we had 2 pace laps. It is what it is. I do feel like I probably could have done that finish a bit better. That gave me vibes of 2021 Abu Dhabi. So 10 of ice. I don't think a lot of the podium is very happy. That was so not right, Robo. So 10 of ice here. Is the winner. How are you doing?
Tired, I can say. Mess for race, I could say. The cars were kind of weird because of the tires. They weren't exactly very normal. You know, about 25% of your tire that was like worn off. The car would already be just like completely undrivable. I think I started to lose grip about lap 6 or 7 because it was keeping up the car. You know, but after 10 it was just completely undrivable. So I saved about 2 laps and then I could have a 5 lap shootout with a faster tire. That's really it.
Alright. It seems like a pretty intense finish you had there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing before.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say one thing before. Just.
Damn. Alright, well, thank you there, Ten of Ice. We're going to move on to second place here, Twin Turbo V6. You want to interview? Alright. Twin Turbo V6, a bit of a up and down race, but did go end with a bit of a high note. How are you doing? Oh, wait, let me unmute you. Boom.
Good. Race was pretty fun at the end. Wish I chose a better car though, because it's really hard to keep consistent in mine, especially after like 5 laps of driving. The tires were around 50% wear. So tire wear was absolutely terrible for me. So I was actually wanting to pit maybe 3 times during the race, but honestly I felt like it would waste too much time during the pits, so I just pit twice because of how bad the tire wear was for me. And yeah, I don't know. Car is definitely fast on new tires. It's just it's hard to just keep the tire wear going because it's just so bad. especially with all the wheel spin and stuff, and how much horsepower these cars make. It's just really hard, not to keep control, but just to keep it, I guess, consistent. But yeah, it was a fun race, enjoyable, and at least it's something different from what we usually do. So yeah, it makes it interesting.
Thank you, Twin Turbo V6. We hope to see you with the GTIs probably later today. I don't know if you have a time. Oh wait, you do have a time attack car, but you never sent it. Did you send it, Nico?
No, I probably do that right now, honestly. Yeah.
I'll give it a little check before. Okay. Well, thank you there. I think Blue Gen is just driving. Arizona requested not to have an interview. I understand that one. That's a rough way to have a race finish for you. It's a rough way for Blue Gen's race to finish, honestly. So, yeah. In quotes of a certain guy named what's his name? Toto? Yeah. That was still not right, in Blue Gen's opinion. And that was basically the Abu Dhabi finish, so that finish depends on which side you liked. So there's probably going to be a lot of hurt feelings on this race, and I honestly can understand that. We'll see if we do better next time. So thank you guys for watching. We'll run this one later on, hopefully with the new Group C cars, if Nico does develop those. So till next time. Alright. You're going to set up for time attack. That's in about 30 minutes. We're going to configure the track for that. If you wanted to drive the Porsche, I could leave one out.
Robo,
Yes.
I want to do a report.
Yes.
DM.
I'm going to finish the stream up. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.